Good day, Vero Beach. Doug Sy from InVeroBeachFlorida.com. This is Everything Vero, and Martin Lavender with me today, and Cindy Goetz, makeup artist. Cindy, thanks so much for taking some time to talk with us today. You have a pretty busy schedule now, a lot of weddings coming up, and
it's amazing. I'm so busy, and I love it. Absolutely love it.
When is the busiest time for weddings, typically?
March, May, and October. Those are the hottest months to get married in Vero Beach.
Not June or July?
June or July is a little toasty. You know how we don't like to sweat, so yeah. So, you know, I do have weddings booked for all of June and July this year, but typically it's not a good month to get married because it's so hot.
So your busy months would be the March, May, and October.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So when you book a wedding, how many weddings could you do a day? Or do weddings normally fall along the same time schedule?
It can get a little complicated, and it's like an Rubik's Cube. You're trying to figure out, you know, who you can do when. I've done 3 weddings in one day. Yeah,
wow.
So I usually will start around 7 a.m. and finish sometimes around 7 p.m. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. And you really don't even have time to eat. You're like eating a power bar, you know, as you're, you know, cleaning stuff and getting ready for the next client. It's insane. I love it though. It's like an adrenaline rush.
I couldn't even imagine.
No.
What I would love to see, and you guys maybe do this sometime, is film it and put it on fast forward. I think it would be hysterical because I'm going, and then the next one's like, it's just, you know, it's just constant.
We can do that. We should do that.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah,
I think it'd be fun just because I feel like I'm in this kind of fast forward motion all day anyway. So
now you do the makeup. You don't do hair.
No, I don't do hair. I'm an artist, and so my love, my passion is painting and drawing. And so when I do faces, it's literally painting and drawing on faces.
Wow. Yeah.
And you know what's really cool is that you don't know who you're going to get. It's like a Cracker Jack box. You don't know. I don't know. I know the bride because I've met with her months prior. They're usually all from out of town. I recently just did a wedding where they were from Canada, New York, and Ohio. Yeah.
Wow. So yeah.
The furthest west, I just got booked. Well, a few California brides, and most recent Vegas. But yeah, so it keeps me pretty busy.
Do you do a lot of beach weddings? Do people want to get married on the beach?
Yeah.
They're all on the beach?
Well, it's interesting because a lot of these gals, it's their parents and grandparents that have second homes here. And so there are a lot of the private clubs like J.I., Windsor, the Moorings. So they all have access to these private clubs, and they're beautiful. Why wouldn't they?
A lot of them have beach access.
Yes. Absolutely.
Private beaches.
Yes.
I wanted to jump backwards for a second. How did you learn to do this? What made you interested in it?
Well, I studied art in college. I was an art major, and my concentration was in graphic design because I didn't think I could make a living painting pictures. And I went into advertising, and I hated it. It was not for me. I didn't like it. And I stumbled into makeup, and I've been selling makeup for a while, and then people started saying, you know, Cindy, can you do my makeup for my wedding? And I was doing it for free. And I kept doing it and kept doing it. I thought, wait, you know, I think I need to make this a business. And so that's how it evolved. And I've been seriously doing weddings now for almost 4 years. Yeah.
Really? Really? See, I've known you for so long, and this is why I do interviews with my friends, because we have time to get to know each other.
Yeah. It's so interesting too, the people that you meet, because again, they're people not, you know, we know each other, Martin, and we kind of travel in some of the same circles. It's so interesting to meet people that don't live here and are from out of town, and their backgrounds. From financial institutions, headhunters. I mean, they're just some really cool attorneys, lawyers. They're just really neat people. In one wedding we recently did at Windsor, Michelle Pfeiffer was a guest. So you're getting, these private jets coming into town. A lot of them are some of these wedding guests coming in. For these very exclusive weddings.
Did you get to do her makeup?
I did not. She was a guest, so she wasn't part of the wedding party.
Now, would you use different, let's say, you know, an indoor beautiful wedding indoors and air conditioning. Would you use a different type of makeup for outdoors, sun, beach, wind, sand?
Well, you know, and that's a good question. There are different kind of makeup uses for different venues. For instance, you do a lot of photo shoots. So in that type of environment, really photo shoots, even wedding makeup, you have to go matte.
Right.
Okay, so gals take away the sparkle, because the photographers do not like it when you use sparkle because it makes it look like you're dewy and sweaty.
It'll take them 10 hours to sit and Photoshop out all the little glistening sparkles.
They do not like. So occasionally the brides really want a little extra sparkle. I may do it like right in the corners and it just looks like a nice little glisten. But other than that, you've got to make that makeup matte. Now, I've done makeup for competitions, like bodybuilding competitions, which is the complete opposite.
Wow.
Now, the makeup, you've got to make it really thick. Girls, you know it kind of is the pancake makeup. So it's really got to be dense because they have such harsh lighting on stage. You've done some bodybuilding before, right?
Yeah, quite obviously.
Yeah.
Do the pose. No, you don't puff your cheeks up. No.
Oh, you do them
No.
down? How do you do it?
I don't know. Do a selfie.
I don't
Selfie
know.
look.
No, there's no selfies here. So for bodybuilding though, you do the whole body.
No, well, I don't. I mean, they get sprayed. I just do from the face up. But it's a combination of very thick pancake makeup and then lots of sparkle. They love sparkle because the lights are shining on them and they want as much drama as possible.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, we're talking very, like literally some of them will put glitter on their eyelids, like the glitter you buy in the drugstore. I mean, the more sparkle, the better. So it's interesting, you've got brides that you try to just mute it and make it, which is kind of, it is kind of difficult because they want to look natural, but you still got to make it look good for the camera.
Right.
So it's kind of a fine line of, you know, not going too far, but enough to that they still look great in their photo.
Now, like you this morning, you went to a business breakfast, and then you knew you were doing meeting, you came right here. Did you do anything different today with your makeup, or are you always camera ready?
I'm always camera ready. You know that.
I try to be too, but you never know.
Especially with our new videographer in town. You never know when he's going to pop up, so you got to be ready, Martin.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Where I'm going to be and what I'm going to be. We actually had a great time out at Kids Blast this weekend, and I'm going to, Vero Beach, I will get that video released eventually. Kate and Colin had a really great time.
It's
out there.
kids, it's outdoor. There has to be a lot of editing.
Yeah, there's going to be quite a bit.
I can't imagine.
I haven't even begun to I haven't even looked at the footage yet, but it's been a busy week with them already this week. So, but yeah, I'm going to get to that. So we'll have that out in Vero Beach soon. Let's take a quick break. Now we have a treat for you, Vero Beach. Cindy's going to put some makeup on me. So we're going to see what I look like.
Don't want to miss that.
You don't want to miss that at all. So we're going to take a quick break. We have featured pets for adoption of the week from Halo. Let's roll that now, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jeff Bowling. I'm the trainer and behaviorist here at Halo. And with me today is our featured pet of the week, Diamond. She is a couple years old. Diamond did have one litter of puppies. She was found as a stray, and a very kind woman let her have her pups in her garage, and then she went into foster care for a little while, where the puppies were raised. And once the puppies were weaned, Diamond came to stay with us here at Halo, where I met her. She is a fantastic dog. She has a really good personality, a great sense of humor, is really good with other dogs, and good with kids. Just a really good dog. You know, when I first met her, she was a little bit reactive on the leash, meaning that she would lunge a little bit forward, maybe when she met new dogs or people. I've done a little bit of work with her, and so she's really good on the leash, very respectful, has really good manners. She is a really good dog. Hi, baby.
I'm not sure if this week or
You're so good, aren't you?
and Halo Rescue, and this handsome man here is Tab, and he's looking for a forever home. He came into us, his owner passed away at only 50 years old, and we had to go to her home and take a lot of her animals. There were about 5 cats, a Great Dane, a Husky, and he was one of the boys. As you can see, he's very loving. He loves other animals, both dogs and cats. He loves children. He loves being a lap kitty, and he's looking for his forever home. He's about 8 years old. So come see us and see Tab.
All right, Vero Beach, we're back. Cindy, what exactly are you doing to me?
I'm gonna make you look like a woman.
I'm gonna be fabulous.
And Martin,
You're already fabulous.
Martin is jealous over there.
I am.
I'm just gonna give you guys a few little tips. First of all, whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl, the best makeup tip, and this is what they're all going for. This is, you know, in all the articles about how to look younger, is to have flawless skin, okay? So what you want to do, whether I'm doing makeup on a female or male, you want their skin to look absolutely flawless. So what my brain does when I look at you, go, okay, so we, you know, you have 2 kids, right?
Right.
Right, Doug? So there are a little bit of dark circles under your eyes. I'm sure that has something to do with it.
Childbirth is nothing kind to
So,
When 5-year-olds gotta get the best of me.
oh, and they are very rambunctious. I have met them, so
They are.
that would explain those dark circles. So Doug, you're quite the sport here. So what I would do is look up, and I'm going to actually take a little bit of concealer. Concealer is everybody's best friend. I'm telling you, it is amazing. Do you use concealer?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Mostly, I have to use it on the inside corner of my eyes and on this corner, because this is either always dark or red.
Right.
For whatever reason.
Absolutely. Now, what you could do also, and I do this for a lot of my older clients, is I will take white in that inner rim. Do you ever do that for like any of your video shoots?
No, I'm learning too.
I'll put white liner. Look up some more, Doug. I like that skin to be stretched because I want to get right up to that hairline. Okay. Now, you guys don't get it too light because you'll get raccoon eyes. You know, really take the time to find the right color. I try to go just 1 shade lighter than the skin tone, okay, when it comes to concealer, because you're trying to make the skin lighter. So let's see if we can see a difference already in his eye.
I know sometimes, like, I'll watch like the nightly news, and you'll see some of the older broadcasters, and literally it's almost white.
Yeah, they need to do a little, you know, a little more blending.
They need you.
They need me. Now, one of the things, you guys, that people don't tend to do is they tend to put concealer down here, which is, you know, our dark circles, but what they tend to forget is this part right here. Because this also gets thin. The eye tissue is about 1/4 of thickness as the rest of the skin on the face, so it really starts to show the veins, blood, you know, all that good stuff. So if you put it up here as well, it's going to make you look a little more awake and alive. And girls, when you put shadow on, it's a brighter base, so your shadow is going to show its true color. It's not going to be muted from the darkness of your eye. Okay, let's see.
Anything to make me look more.
Can you see a difference, Martin, in the?
Wow. No, absolutely. It's night and day. 10 years younger, 10 years older.
So just by evening out your skin tone,
Yeah.
so ladies or gentlemen, if you don't know what to do, if you just even out the skin tone, that you're way ahead of the plan. So you don't even have to figure out colors. Just, you know, you can go to a makeup counter, ask to pick out a concealer, or you can call me that is similar to your skin tone, maybe just a little bit lighter. Like right here, I would maybe take a little bit and just kind of dab right here just to get a little bit of that color away. Any distractions on the face, pimples, broken blood vessels, those are the things that you're looking for to cover up so that your skin looks even. Now, I wouldn't do this to Doug, but if he, let's say, is a newscaster, then I would put makeup all over the face so that way this concealer isn't so obvious. Do you do that when you're doing full face?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, too, women with short hair and guys, they forget the ears.
Oh, yes. I do
Everyone
a lot of
forgets
ears for
ears.
weddings, believe it or not, because they're red from the sunburn because they're trying to get tan. I do
Or when
you would not think.
you're adjusting all this, you forget the ears and it kind of, it sticks out.
Now, one area that a lot of people forget about are brows, and brows are really in right now. Whether it's sculpted, full brows, we call, you know, for those of us who are a little older, the Brooke Shields brows are very in now.
The
You've
unibrow?
got great, no, not unibrow.
Oh, that's young Brooke Shields.
No, stop it. You've got great brows.
Yeah.
You really
but
have
see,
great
now
brows.
this is where I run into a problem. I had a little cancer treatment done up there about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Once everything settled in, my eyebrows were different levels.
Ah.
So with a little Botox, we got this one adjusted up, but they're still not, if you really look at it, they're still not even. And you know, you're talking, you're goofing around, you're having a drink, it's not a big deal. But when you're having pictures done, you're on video,
right.
I see it probably more than anybody else.
Yeah.
So,
well, you're very expressive, Martin. When, like, even talking to me, your eyebrows are moving all around. So it's really, I mean, for you to have just a straight face like that is very rare. So it's hard to catch you. No, I've never noticed that about you.
Really?
Yeah.
See how much you pay attention to me?
Oh,
This is the whole problem with our marriage, folks, people.
all right, don't start rumors. Don't start rumors.
They're
Okay.
already out there.
They're already out
okay,
there.
finish that first
Absolutely. So one of the other tricks, you guys, because brows are so in, is really take care of them. Get them threaded. Don't make them too thin. Keeping them full is good. By the way, just so you know, ladies and gentlemen, if you look toward, so your brow should start, if you'll take a straight line from the end of your nose, right there, right where your tear duct is, that's where it should start. So if it's way over here, you might want to try to do some fill-in or maybe even get it tattooed in, depending on how you feel. And then you also take a straight line from the end of your nose to the end of your eye, and that's where your brow should end. A lot of times people's brows stop growing right here, so that shows you how far out you should go. So
now like Doug, who has very light eyebrows,
yes,
and not a lot of it, and someone like me who has thicker eyebrows, but you can see there's some thinning areas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, would you use the same process that you're doing now on him?
What I'm doing is something very simple that anybody can do, and it's a clear brow gel. Someone like you, I would recommend a tinted brow gel.
I used to use like a light blonde.
Yes, Bobbi Brown makes one, and I believe it's called blonde or light brown, but anyway, you would love it because it's got a little bit of color. It's like colored mascara on the brows. This one is clear. But the idea is typically when people put makeup on, this part, especially if you're going to put powder on your face, the powder tends to get in the hair, and you've seen those people. They're walking around and their brows look dusty or dirty. They've got makeup in it, they've got powder in it. So it's very important that you're actually just taking a nice clean brush with your brow gel and go over the brows. One, it cleans them up, and two, I call it keeps the brows swimming in the right direction. So it gets, you know, because sometimes they get a little, you know,
Crazy.
personality, crazy, yeah. So this way it just kind of keeps them all swimming in the right direction. Another way to kind of have that youthful look is dewy lips. Now, if your lips are cracked or peeled, first start drinking water. That means you're dehydrated. The second thing is you can get a sugar scrub, anything that has light granules in it, and get your skin so it's smooth, because you don't want to put any type of lip product on. All it's going to do is accentuate those lines and cracks, which is not attractive. So after you've exfoliated, what you would do, I'm not putting lipstick on Doug, but I'm putting a little gloss, or excuse me, like a little lip balm on him. But what it does, it just makes you look so healthy. Just kind of rub that. It's just balm. There's no color. But what it does, it has that youthful look. So ladies, if you want a youthful look after you've done your scrub, put a nice gloss on over your lipstick. It just gives that youthful appearance. And guys, just put some lip balm on. It just gives that nice, fresh look.
Now, if you have like dry lips and stuff, women or guys, would you use like something on your lips first and then put your lip color on?
I suggest doing lip therapy at night, because during the day, especially for women, if you're trying to put a lipstick over
I know,
balm,
it's scary how much I know about this.
Yeah, it can bleed. It can feather into the skin if it's too balmy, if it's too moist. So moist it up at night, and during the day, just use your color.
Got it.
Awesome.
Very
Well, Vero Beach,
See, now you have half a face that looks young, and the other half that looks like
he looks old.
2 boys.
So yeah, and that's fantastic. I'm gonna go home and look in the mirror.
Yeah, thanks for being a good sport.
You're very welcome.
How do we get in touch with you, Cindy,
Oh,
if somebody
yes,
would like to
of course.
Sure.
get tips and makeup done?
Sure. You can visit my website at cgmakeupartist.com, or you can email me at Cindy Goetz at cgmakeupartist.com, or 772-633-4030.
And that's CINDY
Goetz.
GOETZ. That's a hard word to spell.
Yeah.
The last name, if you don't know.
Cindy gets what Cindy wants.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Vero Beach, we will see you soon. Thank you.
Spray it down. Here we go.
Spray it
Close
out.
your eyes. 1, 2, 3. Finishing spray. We're done.
Okay. Vero, we'll see you next week.